coming out. And it's hard to believe. This is our 6th annual Defending the American Dream Summit. We launched the very first summit in the fall of 2007. And I tell you how long ago it was. It was so long ago that Dallas Woodhouse, who you just heard from, still had a very strong voice. Oh wait, he still has that, but it's been a great 6 years of doing these summits. And I just wanted to share for a moment, why do we do these summits? Why is it that we ask you to take time away from family and friends and work and everything else you do to join us in Washington, D.C. for one of these summits? 3 reasons. Number 1, in Washington, I know you're stunned to hear this, so I'm glad you're seeing it. In Washington, D.C., the national media and the politicians here don't actually get to meet very many free market conservatives. So they get to meet you. So we're glad to bring you here because they need to meet and hear from you. Secondly, we offer, I think, some of the best training in the country. You have an opportunity, and I hope you'll take the folder out, not now, by the way, but later this afternoon, take the folder out. We have breakout sessions throughout the afternoon, tomorrow. It's everything from how to be more effective for your cause and beliefs on Facebook and Twitter and other social media. It's breakdowns on key issues that are occurring, whether it's in the energy sector, the health sector, getting the economy moving again, job creation. It can make you a better activist, more influential with friends, family, folks you're running into in your community. So I urge you to take advantage of those. And then the third reason, when you look around at these events, you meet some of the greatest Americans in the country. Don't get folks from all walks of life who come together for this cause. Please give a warm welcome to the United States Senator from Wisconsin, Ron Johnson.
This is really a fabulous time for freedom. I normally don't want to really talk about my story, but because Americans for Prosperity is such an integral part of my story, I do want to tell it to you because you folks need to understand how important you are and how important this organization is to the future of this nation. But my story really starts in the summer of 2009. And that was right during the health care debate. And I was asked to give a speech at a Tea Party. Certainly tea parties that American for Prosperity started getting involved in. But members of my community in Oshkosh, Wisconsin came up to me and they said, listen, as a business person, will you come and talk to our Tea Party about the effect of government regulations on business? I said, I'm happy to speak. That's not what I want to talk about. If you remember in the summer of 2009, we were in the middle of the health care debate. And about 2 weeks before I was approached, I heard our president basically say, these greedy, money-grubbing doctors, they'll take out a set of tonsils for a few extra bucks. Now, that's not an exact quote, but that's exactly what he meant. That offended me, because our first child, our daughter Carrie, was born with a very serious congenital heart defect. The first day of life, she was rushed out to Milwaukee Children's Hospital, where one of those greedy, money-grubbing doctors came in at 1:30 in the morning, and they saved her life. Later, when her heart was the size of a small plum, another group of wonderful, dedicated medical professionals in 7 hours of open heart surgery totally baffled the upper chamber of her heart. Her heart operates backwards now. But she's 29 years old, she's a nurse herself in a neonatal intensive care unit. Now she's taking care of those little babies. because my wife and I had the freedom to seek out the best medical technique of the time.
So exciting. This morning I was getting ready to do this, and my lovely producer Scotty said, "So what are you going to talk about today?" I said, "Well, I'm going to talk about Obama." "Oh, you can't talk about Obama?" Well, why? Well, the Americans for Prosperity Foundation is what's called a 501c3, and so because of that, you can't talk about specific candidates or parties. So I can't talk about Obama? No. I can't talk about Reed? No. Nancy Pelosi? No. Well, that speech was on. But I do want to say that speech right there was awesome. I mean, it was so good. I mean, that was Mr. Gorbachev tear down that wall good. Ask not what your country can do for you good. I mean, if I was to throw a 7 years ago in there, it would have been considered one of the great speeches of all time. But we play by the rules. But you can bet if this was the Americans for Progressiveness,